Now we are discussing about agricultural options. In that today we are discussing about potato farming. How long does potato cultivation take? The main crop is ready for harvest within 75 to 120 days of planting depending upon the area, soil type and variety sown. In the hills, the crop should be normally harvested when the soil is not very wet. Next point is, what is the process of potato farming? Plant seed potatoes 1 foot apart in a 4-inch deep trench, eye side up. Potatoes are best grown in rows. To begin with, dig a trench that is 6 to 8 inches deep. Plant each piece of potato that is cut side down with the eyes pointing up. Every 12 to 15 inches with the rows spaced 3 feet apart. And next point is, how much potato can get a farmer in 1 acre land? Potato production per acre in India, 2 lakh per acre by potato cultivation using this technique. Which month is best for potato farming? Best potato growing season is mid-June to mid-July, and then during October and November. Potato crops belong to the nightshade family, Solanaceae, and considered the world's most significant food crop. They are a high source of starch, vitamins, especially C and B1 minerals. And next point is, how much potato produced per acre? Normally 1 acre farm gives around 100 to 125 quintals of potato yield to the farmers using the ridge plantation method. But with this bent plantation method, I am successfully procuring 170 quintals of potato per acre. This is the information by Jagmohan said. How long? Next point is, how long do potatoes take to grow? 80 to 100 days. How long? Small new potatoes can be ready as early as 10 weeks. However, full-sized potatoes take about 100 days to reach maturity. And which soil is best for potato cultivation? Sandy soil. Potatoes grow best in well-drained sandy soil. A poorly drained soil is more likely to produce diseased tubers. Have your soil tested. The ideal soil pH level for potatoes is somewhat acidic, between 6 and 6.5, but they will tolerate soil with pH as low as 5. What fertilizer is required for potatoes? When planting, an NPK ratio of 15-15-15 is ideal. A month or two after they have been planted, potatoes need lots of nitrogen. So a fertilizer with a NPK of 34-00 is the best choice. An NPK of 12-12-17 is or 14-7-21 is the best for the last couple of months before harvest, when the plants require more potassium. And next point is, can potatoes grow in 2 months? It takes around 2 months for new potatoes to grow and 3 to 4 months to mature potatoes. Some potato varieties tend to mature in as little as 3 months, while large and gourmet types usually need up to 4. Early season potatoes like Red Norland tend to take 75 to 85 days to mature to full size. And next point is, how many days is the life cycle of a potato plant? 15 to 30 days. Sprouting begins and shoots emerge after planting. Tubers begin forming after 15 to 30 days after emergence. Tubers begin filling out 45 to 90 days after emergence. Plant grows flowers during this stage. Maturity is reduced. During this stage, it will be white or purple or pink. Maturity is reached 90 to 120 days after emergence. Potatoes are ready to harvest. And next point is, how many potato seeds per acre? The recommended potato seeding rate is 2 to 2.5 tons per hectare for tuber, for tube diameter 45 to 60 mm. Keep in mind that 1 ton is equivalent to 1000 kg is equivalent to 2.200 lbs, and 1 hectare is equal to 2.47 acres is equivalent to 10,000 m2. For tuber sizes 28 to 35 mm, the recommended potato seeding rate is 1.5 to 1.8 per hectare. And how fast do potatoes reproduce? Under traditional propagation, one tuber yields approximately 8 daughter tubers in one growing season, while with tissue culture, 1 lakh identical plantlets can be produced in 8 months that when transferred to the field could produce 50 mt of potatoes. What is the climate of potato? Potato is a temperate climate crop. However, it grows under a diverse range of climatic conditions. It is grown only under such conditions where the temperature during the growing seasons is moderately cool. The vegetative growth of the plant is best at a temperature of 24 degrees C, while tuber development is favored at 20 degrees C. How do you increase yield of potatoes? The two key yield components of potato are tuber numbers per unit area and tuber size or weight. Increased yields come from achieving the optimum tuber numbers, maintaining a green leaf canopy, and increasing tuber size and weight. And is cow manure good for potatoes? Manure is an excellent amendment for soil where potatoes will be grown, as long as the manure is not fresh. And next point is what is the maximum yield of potato? The typical yield of the potato crop is between 20 to 30 tons per hectare. Next point is what is the best compost for potatoes. Potatoes grow best in open textured compost that is rich in organic matter. When it comes to compost, a well-balanced compost that is rich in nutrients and has a neutral pH is generally neutral pH is generally the best choice for growing potatoes. And next point is how much fertilizer do you use in potatoes? For the home gardener or small market farm, it is recommended to use a complete fertilizer like 20-20-20 or 10-10-10 to ensure you get all the required nutrients. Overall, if you had a 1000 square foot of potatoes in the garden area, you would need about 25 pounds of 20-20-20 throughout their lifetime growing span. And next point is, do potatoes need calcium? Calcium is a vital nutrient for potatoes, and most aspects of tuber quality can be improved by having a sufficient supply of calcium during growth. It is required in the crop for the maintenance of cell walls, healthy leaf, and tuber development. This is the information regarding potato farming. This is a fundamental information regarding potato farming. So it will give a fundamental idea to the farmers also. Wishing you all the best.